Hi everyone, it's Digital MB Martin Blythe representing Team Clock. On today's episode of Reaction 2, I want to be talking about some E3 stuff, but it's not E3 yet. So what am I going to be talking about? That's right, it's all about pre-E3 stuff. So we've had some fantastic video game announcements over the last week or so. Basically just want to run through what they are. So you have got yourself Fallout 4, you've got yourself Mirror's Edge Catalyst, Dark Souls 3, Sonic Boom for 3DS, and also The Last Guardian, after so many years, has finally been teased. On top of that, you've also had new trailers for Ratchet & Clank and Hellblade, and the icing on the cake is Microsoft have partnered with Oculus. Wow, fantastic announcements. It's a shame it's not E3. This has all been announced a week before the huge event in Los Angeles. What's going on? Now, to make matters even more confusing, there's also been games announced that will not be at E3 as well. So you've got the likes of Crackdown, Legend of Zelda, Wii U, Minecraft Story Mode, Quantum Break, Scalebound and Titanfall 2. So first off, why are these developers and publishers announcing all of this great stuff and revealing all these awesome trailers, and it's not the big event? Well, the first thing I thought of straight away was instantly leaks. We've already noticed that there are quite a few leaks of the actual show floor. People have been basically putting images onto Twitter, Facebook, any other social media of people setting up their little displays, so to speak. What that basically means is that you're going to be seeing a lot of early announcements before the publishers really want to say anything about them. The obvious thing is that if they announce these early, it avoids all these unnecessary leaks. Yes, it maybe takes the shine off the big reveals at the conferences, but hey ho, at least the excitement was still there when they revealed that online a week before. Now, the other thing I was thinking that could be a good thing as to why all this news has been coming out when they should be leaving it for the big event is that we could be potentially seeing a bit of a change in the conference, i.e. more gameplay demos. A lot of the time the conferences from Microsoft and Sony and some of the other third-party developers, what you tend to find is that they will spend some time just showing teasers of games and then not showing any gameplay footage for potentially another 6 months to a year later. Now, what this could now mean is that now the games have now been announced, and some of them have also been announced with the teaser trailers already put in, is that we can finally get to see some raw gameplay footage, and also for the fans and the other, and obviously for the press, to be able to play these games on the show floor. Now, I would like to think that that is one of the reasons why they've done it. So then people can finally get an idea of what they're going to be investing their money in when these games are finally released, as opposed to just getting a little bit of a teaser, then having the game delayed and then not being able to play it for a couple of years, which does happen. I'm not going to name names. Watch Dogs. Here is what I would love to know if this is true or not, is that all the games that they've announced, or 99% of the games that they've announced or released trailers for, are eagerly anticipated games that we knew were coming. We knew for a long time Fallout 4 was coming, and we were all pretty much certain that it was going to be coming at E3. So that is now out of the way. We now know that's announced along with the gameplay trailer, brilliant. So a lot of people are also wanting Mirror's Edge. Now, because of the anticipation, they've now announced Mirror's Edge. Now that's out of the way, done. We know it's coming out, brilliant. Let's see some gameplay. Dark Souls 3 was an obvious one that people were wanting. The game, the franchise is doing really, really well, and again, very, it was anticipated. So there you go. That's also out of the way. What I would like to see now is that they've got all the obvious ones done and dusted now. We now know they're coming out. I would love to now see the publishers and developers announce brand new IPs. I want to be able to get excited for a game that isn't just something 2 or something 3. This is now a good chance for them to come up with some new, fresh ideas. especially now that the teething problems with the next gen consoles, now that's over, the dust is now starting to settle. We're now starting to see some really good games coming out on a regular basis with next gen consoles, leaving the last gen consoles behind. Let's get some really good ideas out there, and let's just try and get the eagerly anticipated games out of the way to make way for some awesome new ideas for the games. I would love to see that. I really hope that next week that's the type of stuff that we're going to be seeing. So what does this mean for conferences moving forward? There's not just E3, there's also Gamescom, Tokyo Game Show, the PAX shows. There's a lot. Does this now mean that developers and publishers are now going to be announcing games whenever they choose? Potentially, could be. Again, going back to what I said before, I would like to think that they are doing this because now our conference is going to be changing. Do we now have conferences that are maybe or just gameplay demos without any revealed trailers at all because the public have already seen them? That's a good idea. I think that would be a good way to sell your idea, a lot better than just a CG trailer. Bearing in mind as well, you've also got a lot of shareholders who are interested to see what these developers and publishers are doing as well. If they can get a good fan reaction from good gameplay footage instead of just a 30-second reveal trailer, then I'm sure the shareholders would be pretty happy with that. However, on the other side of that, this could now mean that if they don't need to bother about bringing out reveal trailers because they're going to basically bring them out whenever they want or announce a game whenever they like, does that now mean that conferences are going to get a little bit more boring, a little bit more stat heavy, shall I say, a lot more business driven? Maybe, again, there are shareholders at these conferences. They need to impress them as much as the fans. And the conferences could start getting a little bit boring. Maybe if they start shifting all the gameplay stuff over to the show floor instead, and then having the conferences just for boring business stuff. Yeah, it could be quite fascinating, you know. Me personally, I would still watch a conference if it was business driven because I want to know that Sony or Microsoft, you know, companies that I've invested my money into getting their consoles, I want to know if they're still doing well and they're still being successful at what they're doing. You know, it builds confidence between the customer and the brand, and it also gives you confidence that they're going to keep on supporting these consoles, especially in an era where mobile gaming has become such a huge phenomenon. I want to be able to reassure myself, and I want them to reassure me that my £400 that I spent on my bundle for my PlayStation 4 has been worth it, because they're going to keep on bringing out solid gameplay and also really good video game experiences. Now we do have Project Morpheus coming out, and also the big announcement of Oculus partnering with Microsoft. That is a video for another day, of course, but they're both expected to be coming out the first quarter of 2016. So we're going to see obviously a lot of that, don't get me wrong, but let's build confidence with the games that you're bringing out for these new VR headsets. So put those in the conferences moving forward. It's going to be a big game changer. So guys, let me know what you think about these little announcements, or big announcements, a week before E3. As weird as it sounds, there's some good reasons there that I've thought of that maybe could be reasons to why they've done that. As far as the games that will not be at E3 are concerned, yeah, I mean, that's a shame for a lot of people, but I'm sure they have the reasons, and I would like to think that they're not showing these because they're simply not ready. So that's wishful thinking. I really hope that is the case. But please leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about these announcements and why they've done it, and what you think will be the attitude of these big video game events moving forward. So thank you very much. As always, please, if you like our content and you want to support our channel, hit that like and subscribe button below. And once again, this is the Digital MB, Martin Blythe, representing Team Clocked. Thank you very much.